Hi fragrance lovers, I'm Mr. Seasons, and in front of us we've got three Afnans. We've got Afnan 9pm, Afnan 9pm Rebel and Afnan 9am Dive. These are three very popular budget fragrances, but do they smell any good? Come and join us for this short video at the scent bar where we deep dive into these three fragrances. I'll tell you what they smell like, and ultimately I'm going to tell you which one I think is worth buying and which one I'm going to wear today as my scent of the day. Come on guys, come and join us. Okay, here we are at the scent bar, and in front of me I've got three very hyped fragrances. But are they overhyped? These are the Afnans. Afnan 9pm, the OG. Then we have the next one in the iteration, 9am Dive. And then we have the most recent one, 9pm Rebel. We're going to smell them in a second together, and I'm going to tell you at the end of this which one I think you should pick up, which one I'm going to wear for today's scent of the day. So stick around guys, it's going to be relatively unedited. I'm trying to keep up with daily content. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is 9pm, the OG. I've got some test strips in front of me. We're going to get this on and we're going to tell you straight off the bat what they smell like. Bear in mind, I haven't worn these a great deal. These are budget fragrances, and when you look at Mr. Seasons' collection behind me, you might wonder why I would even buy these. Came out approximately 2020, this one. A huge abundance of vanilla, a Wumpher-Dumpher up the old Nostradamus, and that's why if you're just watching Mr. Seasons for the first time, this is my Nostradamus. If you're a subscriber, you're automatically a Nostradamus, so hats off to you and welcome to the club. But what am I getting from at 9pm? It's a lovely opening, it's citrus, and you do get that blast of spices, but a nice aromatic, not too intense spices with a lovely backdrop of vanilla. Is it good vanilla? It's vanilla, but not gonna lie, a tad synthetic, a tad, but it's nice. It's very mass appealing. It's probably aimed more for general evening wear, going out restauranting, going out dating, going out clubbing if you're into that. But it's not really one that I would pick up just to nip out to Asda or Tesco or Morrison's for sure, if I shop at those establishments. But yeah, not floating Mr. Seasons boat for daily wear, but a nice vanilla fragrance. Got some warmth running through it, some aromatics, some spice. Keep watching, I'll tell you the prices at the end. It's worth noting that this one has been compared to JPG Ultra Male. I don't really get that. There's more pears in the Ultra Male, and this one opens up with an apple type of vibe. But, you know, again, they're not the types of apples that fall off trees. They're the types of apples that are probably grown in laboratories somewhere far beyond wherever it might be. This can certainly be considered a long-lasting fragrance with decent projection. And yeah, like I keep saying, a good all-rounder, mass appealing, nice, warm vanilla fragrance. Probably called 9pm for a reason, because it's probably geared towards evening and nighttime wear, and I would say more colder month wear. Right, let's move on to 9am Dive. So here we have 9am Dive, the next in the iteration. I think this came a couple of years after the 9pm, so around 2022. Let's see what this one smells of. From memory, I seem to remember this being a very aquatic-y, watered down version of 9pm without the vanilla, without the spices, but let's remind myself. Here we go. Oh, straight off the bat, I pick up that YSLY Bleu de Chanel type of DNA. Lovely, fresh, light citruses. Some fruits in amongst that, some appley vibes. Pineapple maybe as well. What else am I getting in this fragrance? I'm probably just picking up some sort of spicy, light spices, maybe some nutmeggy, gingery type of vibes. And some woodsy. It's a woodsy, fresh citrus blast up the Nostradamus. And it's quite nice, actually. Very easy wearing, this one. This is a kind of fragrance you would probably wear going to the gym. something that you could literally just pop on. Probably, again, because it's called 9 a.m. Dive, it's geared more towards getting up, getting out and about. It's day-to-day wear. So yes, this one for me is a nice fragrance. Like I say, comparable to, as if by magic in front of me, YSL EDP and Bleu de Chanel. Not necessarily the parfum, probably more the EDT, EDP vibes. But yeah, this is what I'm getting straight off the bat from 9 a.m. Dive, guys. When I wore this, which was a while ago, the performance wasn't as good as 9 p.m, didn't last quite as long, doesn't project forever, but let's be perfectly honest, guys, if you're into fragrances and if you're into the ultimate beast, the ultimate freshie, YSL EDP, you know how much that costs, and you know the performance on that ain't particularly great either. So when you compare it to this, which costs a fraction of the price, but keep watching and I'll tell you how much it costs at the end, you can't really complain. And that's why I'm scoring it a solid 8 out of 10. Right, we're going to move on to the next one. Also want to say, both of these so far, very, very masculine fragrances. This more masculine than this, but both relatively masculine. Well, that brings us on to the most recent iteration in the Afnan collection. It's 9 p.m. Rebel. It feels like it was yesterday, but it was 2022, not long after this one. Feels like that was more recent, but hey, we've all been in a bit of a time warp over the last few years. But let's get 9 p.m. Rebel on a test strip. I have worn this a couple of times, so I've got an idea of what it smells like, but I'm going to refresh my memory. So here we go. Get it on. Fruity, loopy, super fruity. You get blasts of blackcurrant, superbly blackcurrant. Now this reminds me of a fragrance that I have in my collection, actually 2 fragrances. We're going to come on to that in a second, so I want you to hang around for that. And I'll tell you why you should consider this if there's another fragrance, a rather expensive one that you like, so keep watching. But yeah, very aromatic, very fruity. You've got some green notes in there, and you've got some woodsy vibes, some patchouli at the bottom in the dry down. And what I get out of this one when I wear it is a stunningly beast mode fruity fragrance. But, and I'll say another thing about this one, similar to 9 p.m, quite synthetic. They're not the sort of fragrances that have been plucked from the freshest trees, the ripest fruits, the most delicious vanillas, none of that. These have come from Willy Wonka's factory, direct. The Oompa Loompas have been literally popping different bits and different amounts of ingredients in the same lotion and potion, and they've come up with these two. That's how it feels for Mr. Seasons. And what does this one remind me of? I'll tell you. I'm going to grab them right now. It'll blow your mind. Unbelievably, one of Mr. Season's favourite fragrances, Creed Aventus Absolute. You get a similar type of vibe from this Afnan 9 p.m. Rebel. This fragrance has an abundance of blackcurrant. It doesn't quite have the same amount of sophistication or suaveness or quality of ingredients. Of course, there's no need to talk about that. We all know that. You can't kid a kidder. But it's got the vibes. It's got the Creed Aventus Absolute vibes. It's got that warm note in amongst the fruits, and it's got some sophistication. But it's loud. This is a loud and proud fragrance. Very loud, mark my words. This is the most unisex of the group. Yes, ladies can wear and men can wear, whereas Creed Aventus Absolute has more masculinity. So it has similar scent profiles-ish, but it's more unisex. It has less quality ingredients, I'm going to keep saying it, and it's slightly synthetic. But that leads me on to another alternative if you think you might like 9 p.m. Rebel, if you like that fruity, loud fragrance, and you like Creed Aventus Absolute, just skip 9 p.m. Rebel and just go straight to the gunnels. Go for Afnan's Supremacy Collector's Edition, a much better version of this. Just jump ahead. This will cost you a little bit more. I'll come to the prices at the end, but yeah, jump into the good stuff. This is more like Creed Aventus Absolute, a far better option. A quick summary of the three fragrances in front here. We've got Afnan 9 p.m, Afnan 9 p.m. Rebel, and Afnan 9 a.m. Dive. These three fragrances are, without a shadow of a doubt, very hyped, and for a reason. They're mass appealing. They offer different things, fruity, and then we've got vanilla, and then we've got citrus freshy every day. Three fragrances that fit in to everybody's lives somewhere along the line. But which one do I think is the best, and which one am I going to pick as my scent of the day today? Tough decision. Well, not that tough. I can tell you categorically which one is the best. 9 PM, the OG. Hey, it just smells nice. What can you say? The opening is unctuous on this one. Great opening, great vanilla fragrance, nice spicy aromatics running through it. This smacks of a bit more quality than 9 PM Rebel. But if you like fruity fragrances, like I say, go straight for Supremacy Collector's Edition. And yeah, what am I going to pick as my scent of the day? Well, I'm going to go for 9 AM Dive. So although I think 9 PM offers the best performance, the best all-rounder, the best quality, even though they are all synthetic, I am going to go today for 9 AM Dive. Why? I'll tell you why. Because today, it's the middle of the day, I'm going out generically around the shops. I don't want to stink the place out. I'm going to go for something nice and easy, and that fits the bill for 9 AM Dive. So that's my scent of the day. And just to tell you guys before we sign off at the end, before we get to the prices, before we summarize, I forgot what I was going to say. Come back. Aha, yeah, you don't need to go hard on these fragrances. I mean, maybe a bit harder on 9 AM, but 9 PM and 9 PM Rebel, 3-4 sprays, gonna do you well. But because of the price, because they're very affordable, you can afford to go heavy. That's the good thing. So, how much do they cost? Well, probably gonna have to quickly look this up. And this is probably what's going to stagger you guys the most, is that when you factor in the likes of Creed Aventus Absolute, when you factor in the likes of Bleu de Chanel and YSLY, JPG, Ultramale, all those types of fragrances, you know the costs are in the hundreds. £25 there or thereabouts. You could have all three for under £100. I mean, come on guys, that is value for money. I will say that, I can't lie about that, and they don't smell bad. So what is there to complain about apart from the slight synthetic notes? If you can get your head around that, and if you can still feel good wearing them, that's the key to this, you're going to be on a good thing. That's probably why I don't wear them so much, is because I know how much they cost. And I've got Creed Aventus Absolute, I've got Bleu de Chanel, I've got the bangers, so why would I want to pick these? If you're on a budget, yeah, consider them. Go for the OG, go for the 9 PM, and if you like fruity vibes, go for that as well. And if you like citrus, get all three. Why not? You'll still have some change. But remember, if you want something straight down the gunnels, like Creed Aventus Absolute, go for Supremacy Collector's Edition, which will cost you around £55, but you won't be disappointed. Oh, that's it. That's my quick daily video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll get better at this. And please do comment down below. What do you think about those fragrances? Would you wear them? Do you wear them? Would you buy them? Have you got them? Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. And consider subscribing. I'm going to go for a lie down. Right, goodbye everyone. Until tomorrow.